Coasting along in front. Still no doubt has got plenty of petrol in the tank as Shaft of Light comes virtually upsides him. Warm Spell improves on the outside of these two. Bit on the side is tucked in behind and will want a gap. And so too Celeric, who bursts through between Shaft of Light and Warm Spell. Down now towards the final two. Arla and Shaft of Light. Bit on the side is just in behind, gets reminder, Celeric on the outside of them. Now they come down towards the final two and they're all beginning to push now. Arla on the inside, just beginning to give way, and it's Shaft of Light who takes up the running. But here comes Celeric on the outside to make a challenge. Shaft of Light by half a length from Celeric on the outside. Then comes Arla back in third, but Shaft of Light is running on strongly from Celeric inside the last half furlong now. But Celeric is beginning to close. There's only a neck in between them and it's shrinking all the way towards the line. This is going to be very close, but Celeric grabs it close home. Celeric from Shaft of Light. These two clear of Arla and Bit on the side.
Victor taken now by High Flying the noseband. Here's Boundary Lane down the outside as they pass the three. Snow Princess is pulled out for her run now. Wider still is backdrop. Secret Service being kept in. Celeric is moving well. In behind them, Green and Black Jacket. Can he get through though? Snow Princess took over inside the final quarter mile from Boundary Lane. Celeric is next. Secret Service, High Flying, Tap for toe, then backdrop, and then Embryonic. It's the fully Snow Princess, but Celeric now. A roar goes up from the Newcastle crowd. They've all backed this one. Snow Princess just from Celeric. Celeric on the far side, and Willie Carson storms into the lead now from Snow Princess in second. Back in third is Secret Service. Celeric goes on to win it. Celeric close home by 3/4 of a length. Snow Princess second. Oh, a heap to third place then between Embryonic, Secret Service, and Nufari, who finally got going down the outside. Backdrop was next. Boundary Lane possibly just needed it or didn't stay, weakened. Then Invest wisely behind those. Then followed High Flying. See Victor, the early pacemaker, and Dara Dan. And looking back at the trailers, Ramadi suddenly lost his feet on the bend, and Fujiyama Crest was last of all. Well, this is a bad day for bookmakers on Gosford Park. Celeric weaving his way through the pack under Willie Carson. He was in an unpromising position on the home turn, but he's found a way through. Snow Princess still in front here as they're inside the furlong marker now, and Celeric got up the inside under Willie Carson, drew alongside, and at York on his previous start, he didn't really go on from this position, but he does today. He puts it all in. No doubt about his courage on this occasion. He goes a length ahead of Snow Princess, who ran a little heart out in second place, but beaten by a better horse on the day, carrying 9 stone 4. Willie Carson well set up now for Al Jerez in Ireland tomorrow.
Well, the last time Willie Carson won the Northumberland Plate.
Now, half a mile to go. Double trigger, Lear White the outside, Admiral's Well, Celeric, Willie Carson's a lot of horse. Old Revell Assessor the back marker, 3.5 to go, and Double Trigger has lengthened and he's really gone on now. Admiral's Well is feeling the hurt. They're in third place, but Lear White's putting down a challenge. Now Celeric has found room, starting to come with a run. They've got just over 2 to go, and it's Double Trigger in the lead. 2 in second place, Lear White. Now Celeric under pressure on the outside is third. Admiral's Well can't live with them, and Double Trigger, he was playing with them, wasn't he? He's clear by 2 to Lear White, but Celeric is sprouting a big run the outside. But as Double Trigger got first run on him, it's clear by 3 inside the final furlong, and it's Double Trigger under Frankie Dettori to Celeric and Willie Carson as they race up towards the line. Double Trigger makes all, takes the second, the Doncaster Cup for the second year at the line. Double Trigger the winner, Celeric is second, Lear White third, Admiral's Well for Old Revell beats Assessor, who was last throughout. The result then of this, the East Coast Doncaster Cup, it's gone to the favourite stare. Here's the joker here, purple colours, blue cap on the outside. It's Eva Luna. Here comes Persian Punch with a run on the outside of Celeric. The black cap, look between these three. Don't rule out San Martino, the green cap on the inside. Further Flight will not be winning, he's last, sadly. Down into the dip as Eva Luna gives way. And it's San Martino, the far side, the green cap, black cap is Celeric. Persian Punch back in third. They're inside the final furlong now. And it's Celeric in the lead to San Martino, the rail. It's Celeric and San Martino. Then comes Persian Punch, and what a battle this is. Celeric just going into the lead by a net, by a half now. At the line, Celeric's going to take it. Celeric, San Martino rallies, not enough. Persian Punch, third, Eva Luna beat Old Revell. Then Poltart, behind Poltart was Further Flight, who's beaten one home, and that one was Admiral's Well. And so the result of this, the Jockey Club Cup, well, Hills has won it, but it's Richard Hills, the jockey, on horse number 3, Celeric, in the colours of Mr. Christopher Spence at 11 to 4. This one trained here at Newmarket by David Morley, running in this race instead of going to Melbourne. That's prevailed. Behind the Celeric and Whitewater Affair. A classic cliche is struggling and tailing off. They're inside the final furlong now. And a wave of 5 with Whitewater Affair the outside of Celeric, who's nosing through now. And coming to take the Yorkshire Cup at the line. It's going to be Celeric and Mont. Celeric takes it just from Mont.
After he had won the bonus sprint Henry II Stakes, beating Celeric over 2 miles at Sandown at the end of May.
An orchestra stall, then comes Celeric, who's asked to improve as the sprint is on, and last of the 7 is Eva Luna. Persian Punch draws alongside Cutter, then comes Heron Island, orchestra stall, manoeuvred out for a challenge, now found Daylight. Celeric's challenging down the outside, being brought with a steady run, then comes Eva Luna, who's running on well from the back. Persian Punch takes it up 2 from home, Cutter in second, orchestra stall's determined challenge, the whip's drawn on Celeric, not immediate progress the outside with Heron Island and Eva Luna. Persian Punch still just in front with a furlong to travel. Here comes Celeric on the outside. Between the pair is Heron Island, Persian Punch. Celeric will want to get there in the dying strides. Heron Island and Eva Luna inside the final 100. Persian Punch is holding off Celeric. Persian Punch goes on to win. Celeric second, Eva Luna third, tight for 4, Corradini, Heron Island.
Persian Punch was the favourite for the Stayers Blue Ribbon at Royal Ascot at 9 to 2. Celeric's trainer David Morley, however, had winced at the fall of every drop of rain, believing his horse must have fast ground. But he hadn't
quite swiftly. They're coming to the half-mile pole now in the Gold Cup, and as they do so, it's Double Eclipse on the outside, Double Trigger, Classic Cliche going right up to join them. Celeric's making very good progress from the rear. They're racing towards the home turn now, and it's Double Eclipse the leader from Classic Cliche towards the outside. Then comes Grey Shot and Double Trigger and Samran making quite good progress, and Celeric is still right in the picture as last year's winner Classic Cliche goes for home now, and it's Classic Cliche as they race towards the furlong pole, but Celeric is just sitting on his tail and is going to make a challenge any moment now. It's Classic Cliche from Celeric, and here comes Election Day on the near side. Classic Cliche being challenged now on the far side by Celeric. Celeric is beginning to get up as they race towards the line. He's going to win it. Celeric has won it from Classic Cliche, second and third, Election Day, and 4, Heron Island. What a fantastic performance that by Celeric, and what a cool waiting ride by Pat Edery. Amazed to tell you that Grey Shot actually finished last with just about next to last Persian Punch and the French challenger Nononito with them. But the hero of the 1997 Gold Cup is number 2, Celeric, owned by Mr. Christopher Spence, trained by David Morley, and ridden by Pat Edery. Second was last year's winner, number 3, Classic Cliche, owned by Godolphin, trained by Saeed bin Sarur and ridden by Frankie Dettori, with third, number 6, Election Day, owned by Lord Weinstock, trained by Michael Stout, and ridden by Mick Kinnan. Fourth was number 10, Heron Island. Here's the hero of the hour, Celeric, who went to the post, winner of 10 of his 22 races, and earner of £218,277. And the penalty value of this race is 113,556. 11-2 the winner, and an absolutely delighted Pat Edery.
Celeric returned at 11-2. Second, number 3, Classic Cliché, 6-1. And third, number 6, Election Day, 25-1. Favourite, number 12, Persian Punch, 9-2. All 13 ran.
He did have a bit of a problem when it was around the backside. He had to get round the field because it was a tightly packed field, and he had to go round to the outside, which I had told him never to do, but he had to do it, and then he went back in when he got into the straight. And the horse, he doesn't like to see too much daylight too soon. He's all right for 100 yards, and when he gets to the front, he usually pulls up. But today, 2.5 miles, everything went great. He's a very, very good horse. Classic Cliché has come back to form. He's ran a few bad races, but possibly he's regained his form to finish second here today.
Ah, well, this was some performance and some ride. What a rider he is, this man, honestly. 67 winners at the Royal Meeting. Pat Edery gave this a dream of a ride. And what a dream of a horse to own. Marvellous. Wonderfully trained by David Morley.
Well, no play on the cricket, and we'll be switching very soon to BBC Two, and I can give you the news that for the first time ever we'll be covering all 6 races live on Gold Cup Day at Royal Ascot. On any day at Royal Ascot, there'll be live coverage of the 4:55 race, the 4:55 race and the 5:30 race live on BBC Two. And here now the starting prices.
The winner, number 2, Celeric, returned at 11-2. Second, number 3, Classic Cliché, 6-1. And third, number 6, Election Day, 25-1. Favourite, number 12, Persian Punch, 9-2. All 13 ran.
Well done. It didn't quite follow the instructions of the old gentleman, doesn't it?
Well, I rode him, you know, it was... The trainer let me ride him how I wanted to, and I sat last, and that's the way the horse is going to be ridden. He takes it easy in front, and everything went smooth. Just had a good horse under me.
What a wonderful ride there he gave you.
Oh, tremendous. I mean, when I rode him at York, I knew he was pretty good that day. He just improved so much from a handicapper. Now he's a Group 1 horse.
And he went on the ground.
Yeah, that was the worry. David said, look, you know, when you get to Swinley Bottom, if he's really hating it, well, you just have to leave him alone. But he travelled really well with me, and he took me there, and I was able to follow Frankie into the straight, and
That's when you came to the outside. I was getting me a bit worried when you came to the outside, but you went back in, thank goodness.
I wasn't worried.
Turning in there, you had plenty of horses to pass, but he really picked up.
Yeah, well, you know, the horses, he loves to be ridden like that, and then, you know, I just went out there with so much confidence because the owner and the trainer, they just let me do what I wanted, and it was marvellous. Look at that, Willie.
This is when you come in the outside.
You could have been on him there.
I could have been, yeah, I'm too old. But there, this is the bit where I was happy again because I could see you were getting a good lead there.
I went in behind Richard Quinn here,
and then you went in.
I'm still covered, and then Frankie's kicked. You see how he's kicked? Well, I didn't mind him going because I could feel my horse going so easy. And here I just asked him to come in between them. And then I get right up behind those lovely blue colours.
This is when you give him a little easy. You give him a little breather here too.
Well, I was going to get there too early, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're just taking it easy. And you got paid to ride this as well.
I know. Nice of you to get me to ride, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, you know my address.
I up last week for you as well.
Yeah. Yes, I got them ready. The finishing touches.
I told me you blew up, didn't you? Is that right?
There you go, and this is a good sight.
When I let him go, I said, come on now, you've got to go and race.
Did he try and pull up with him?
No, he went right to the line.
Usually he tries and pulls up.
I think it was because he was on his own at the end, you know, and he had room.
Anyway, great result.
It was great. Really good. Chill for David Morley and the owners, marvellous.
I can only thank Pat for giving him the most brilliant ride, for David, my brother-in-law, and all his staff in Newmarket. It's just something, I'm speechless. I've just stopped crying.
But the thing is, when your horse has to be ridden like that, it must take years off your life when it's executed quite as brilliantly as it was by Pat Edery.
It certainly does, but I was never worried. He's always going very, very easily, wasn't he? And Pat moved him up beautifully as they were coming down the back after the Swinley Bottom, and He was always going very well, wasn't he?
And the popular theory is this horse must have very firm ground, so your heart must be in your boots as it rains.
Fine weather, we know all these things, and anyway, it's just unbelievable.
Cadran, the first race on the card on the Saturday of the ARC meeting at Longchamp, but it was another English-trained horse that caused an upset here.
Hopefully this wasn't a flash in the pan. Chief Contender seemed to win it on merit, and he'll be an emergent force in the staying races next year.
Here comes Celeric between horses. Always Ernest is making good progress in behind the leaders. They're coming down now into the closing stages. It's Chief Contender from Celeric. Celeric, Chief Contender as they come to the line. Chief Contender from Celeric with Persian Punch third. Always Loyal 4-5 Double Trigger 6 Leonard Kirkus.
The major
Persian Punch for the second year running in the Ascot Gold Cup. He was to be rewarded for admirable consistency with a convincing success in the Lonsdale Stakes at York.
Nowhere to go as they race inside the final quarter mile. Persian Punch and Richard Quinn bidding for home here. Celeric, though, unleashed upon the outside by Padadary. Maritpour has found the split on the inside and races onto the contention on the inside rail. It's Celeric that strikes the front from Persian Punch, who's trying to fight back. Has he got there too soon? Persian Punch is rallying. Celeric on the near side and Maritpour the far side. Persian Punch has just got there. A tremendous race then. Back in second. A photo with Celeric and Maritpour. Can.
By Cape Tara called on for an effort from Celeric. Sam Run is giving them about 6 or 7 lengths start. Straightening up now at a little over 3 furlongs to go in the Goodwood Cup. Grey Shot is still there. Can is racing to him quickly on the near side. Double Trigger can't find much more. Yorkshire going well. Followed then by Cape Tara. Celeric running a big race. Racing up now towards the 2, and the leader is Can from Grey Shot. Yorkshire now called on for an effort from Double Trigger and Cape Tara. They're clear then of Celeric and 3 Cheers down the outside. A furlong and a half left to go. Can the leader in the Goodwood Cup. Cape Tara raising another effort. Double Trigger coming back as well. Inside the furlong, can he do it? Double Trigger reaching deep for reserves of stamina. He's going to outstay them all and win his 3rd Goodwood Cup. It's Double Trigger who goes on to win the Goodwood Cup. What a mighty performance. Second does Can. Tight 3rd. Celeric and 3 Cheers. Followed by Cape Tara, Yorkshire, then Grey Shot. Followed then by Sam Rad and Brimming is last to finish. But he's done it. 3 Goodwood Cups. Double Trigger. What a mighty performance. He's beaten Can. It's tight for 3rd here between Celeric on the far side and 3 Cheers.
Window yet, Steve. They come down past the 3, and as Grey Shot finds the pressure tough, it's Arctic Owl. What a hoot. Arctic Owl goes into the lead. Craig Steele, a gritty customer in 2nd. Busy Flight's back in 3rd. They've still got a quarter of a mile to go, about 14-15 seconds and more to manoeuvre. But it's Arctic Owl's race surely with Ray Cochrane in a clear lead by 3 lengths. But here comes Celeric on the outside. Staying is the game. Can he quicken up enough to catch Arctic Owl, who got first run on him? And Celeric is closing in. And Patu is throwing absolutely everything at Celeric. Arctic Owl is getting tough, but he holds on by diminishing length. Celeric comes home in 2nd. Samron 3rd. Craig Steele, Busy Flight. Grey Shot and Paleo Sky was last to lead the stalls. Last to pass the post. Fast time this. Good performance by Arctic Owl in the colours of the Owl Society. What a progressive horse this Most Welcome horse is. Ray Cochrane's managed to win here for James Fanshawe. Well done to all of them.
Then out wide at Julie's Charm. Laurentide flat to the boards. Cape Tara, the white cap on the outside, being tracked by Nadawi, who's hard ridden on the outside there of Persian Punch. Enzili to the inside, and Celeric has grabbed hold of the bit and is running on well, but behind a wall of horses on the turn now, and Spirit of Love on the far side has kicked for home, has gone a length and a half in front of Enzili. Cape Tara, last year's winner, coming there strongly for Gary Stevens. Behind them is Celeric. Further back is Invermark, who's running on well from Nadawi. A furlong left to go. Enzili strikes the front for Ireland. Goes 2 lengths in front now of Invermark. Battling on 2 there is Celeric and company with Cape Tara, but it's Enzili 2 or 3 in front. Battling on is Invermark, but Enzili wins in the 2nd set of colours of the Aga Khan. It's Enzili who beats Invermark in the Gold Cup. In 3rd is Cape Tara. Nadawi behind them was Celeric. then 3 Cheers, Shea, Spirit of Love. Behind them is Catan, Rainbow High, Jewelry's Charm, Persian Punch, Solo Mio. Then sibling rival further back, Anthem Rye from Laurentide. And Tajun, who's also owned by the Aga Khan, is absolute last. So first and last for the Aga Khan. Enzili is the winner, trained by John Ox, and he's won it in convincing style here. This son of the Aga's Derby winner, Kayazi, beats Invermark. In third place then in the white cap is Cave Tara, fourth Celeric, fifth is Nadawi. In sixth place
is Kieran on Generosity, the dark green coming closer. Celeric still at the back of the pack, but still with every chance. Come down the home run, half a mile to go, just winding up the pace. Ashgar coming through on the inside. The favourite is Arctic Owl, and here comes Ray with a wide sweep, the outside of Married 4. And Celeric still covered up in behind them. Black Cap looking for room, but it's Arctic Owl that goes into the lead now. Celeric second in the race last year, second at the moment with Generosity. Ashgar, Catan falls quickly. Married 4 drops out very tamely indeed. Could be something wrong there. Ease down. Nothing wrong with the favourite Arctic Owl, but it's got to fight off the attention of Celeric, who, ridden by Pat Edery, is driving through on the inside to come and take the Weatherbridge Insurance Lonsdale Stakes in terrific style. Second last year, running in the race for the 4th time, wins it for the 2nd, and Celeric storms home bravely. Arctic Owl is 2nd, Rainbow High is 3rd, Ashgar is in 4th, Generosity 5, a big break to Can. Then we had Catan, and looking back at his crest, and all but pulled up Married 4, and so at 10-1, the winner of this Group 3 race for the 2nd time, it's that great old boy Celeric. He has won his 13th race. He's a Group 1 winner. Ascot Gold Cup, of course, again. Every staying race is in his portfolio now. At 7 years old, age cannot wither a great performance by Celeric.
Celeric, runner-up last year to Persian Punch. Favourite went 4th to Double Eclipse in 97, won it as 9-4 favourite 3 years ago. Becomes a 3rd horse to win the Lonsdale twice. Double Eclipse in the 90s and Further Flight in the early 90s, and returned the 10-1 joint 4th favourite, that's Celeric. The runner-up, Arctic Owl, looked all over a winner at the furlong pole, but looming on the rails was Celeric, and floors the Arctic Owl back down to 6-5 favourite, with Rainbow High 3rd.
Behind the Celeric and Whitewater Affair. A classic Cliche is struggling and tailing off. They're inside the final furlong now, and a wave of 5 with Whitewater Affair the outside of Celeric, who's nosing through now and coming to take the Yorkshire Cup at the line. It's going to be Celeric Amon. Celeric takes it just